So art lovers, of course, like people that go to art shows or art galleries or, just have the love of art and the story behind the artist, because I think that's the majority of what 50% of the sale in my mind is they want to know who you are as an artist, what you stand for, um, what excites you and why, et cetera, et cetera. But I also work with interior designers and stagers, and I'm targeting and working with some hotel, restaurant, interior designers that, stage things for all kinds of, whether it's
Okay.
for the actual hotel or events, et cetera. There's even movie set designers as well. So those are the kind of groups that I'm going after.
Sure.
But I
Sure.
have a new, kind of a new avenue on my site that I haven't had in the past, which is I have my originals and my prints, but I also have an interior online design store for, curated interior design items like lighting, cases, bowls, whatever, candle holders, stuff like that. So,
I see.
stuff that I know that is wanted out there, and I
Yeah.
go and find them and
I'm
put
sure
them.
there's a huge demand for it, especially if you build an entire culture around it. So it's like,
That's right.
we have information, we have knowledge, we teach you, and then we also have connections and products. So are you offering just all of it? Like how do you actually help the customers?
Yeah, so it just depends on what they're coming to me with and for. I'm in the process of getting my interior decorator certification, not
Hmm.
a
Okay.
designer, but a decorator. That's kind of the first step. So I will probably be getting that in the next couple of months, just so people can have the confidence that I have that. But I've always been into design and
Yeah.
interiors and art in particular, obviously. Yeah, I can help them with, if they have in the past I've worked with interior designers where they have a client that has a specific need. So they have a certain
Good.
size that they need in a space, a size canvas or shape of a canvas. They have
Okay.
certain colors that they can't find that they want to match or coordinate with the space. They have a subject that they want and they can't find it, or they can't find it the way they would like. So I can come in with a custom, project, and I have a process in that where I, work with them to do the initial mock-up and get sign off before I start. And then halfway through, I get sign off for, where I'm going on the actual canvas, just to make sure we're all in agreement and we don't need to make some changes. And then the final delivery. And sometimes I'm there to actually help with the installation.
Right. Okay. So an interior decorator might have a specific need for a
Mm,
client, and then they come to you to solve that need essentially.
That's right.
And
That's
so you
right.
probably have some kind of a consultation initially to figure out
Hmm.
what exactly you want. You try to
Yeah,
document it, get it into writing, right? Because ultimately people are
that's it.
finicky and they're all over the place. But if you
Yeah, and
can
I've
get it in
learned the
writing,
hard way, that, just to speak to that, I've learned the hard way, like, I have to get a third up front, and then a third at that midpoint, and then a third at delivery as far as money, because it helps to get rid of all the nonsense that happens when people change their minds and et cetera.
right?
So, it just ensures that we're both, playing fair,
Yeah. Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it
Especially
helps.
with art. I mean, it's going to be challenging because art
Yeah,
is something that drives your emotion. And if your
that's
emotion
right.
changes,
That's
then
right.
maybe the price changes, right? It's like, hey, you want a lot more now, it's going to cost more. And then they start backing out or whatever the case is. So do you have like templates and contracts built in now that you've refined your processes a little
Yeah,
bit?
I have, and I have a set of questions that I ask in the beginning, just on the initial consult, because
Right.
I've had a lot of people who I've worked with who say, "Oh, I want you to do your thing," and
Yeah,
they think they don't have an idea of what they want, but really they do. And
they
I've
do.
learned that over time, so many times, and I try to pull out of them with those questions what it is they really want.